maintenance.
The RP, I believe it's the first meeting in November. Thursday, I'll say like the 6th, maybe.
So
November 11th.
November 4th is,
It's the due date.
That's, I think it's the 6th.
it's the 6th, yeah, and then we have our meeting the 11th.
Yeah.
No, we're not having the 11th because,
That's Veterans Day.
yeah, so we'll have to read it, but we'll work that.
Okay.
It's all of Yeah.
Okay. All right, we'll ask Kelly if she will to do our prelude today, and Gordon, would you lead us in the pledge in a couple minutes? Or after the prelude? After the prelude.
If you'll join me. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for the blessings that you give us, Lord. We thank you for our beautiful Green River Valley. We thank you for the commissioners that are willing to serve, Lord. And I just ask that you will be with them today as they conduct the county business, Lord, and just lead, guide, and direct them in everything they do. In Jesus' name, amen.
You join me in the pledge of allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you guys for that. Okay, we'll call the meeting to order. Our regular business. They approve the minutes of the October 14th, 2025 regular meeting. Have y'all had time to look over those? Do we have a motion to approve as presented?
Yes, I would make a motion to approve as they've been presented.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Settlements of States, Mary Ingles, our fiduciary supervisor. Good morning.
I have the following 7 estates ready for final settlement. Lincoln V. Smith, Bobby Joe Fury, Charles Bruce Alderman, Lloyd Erskine Haynes, Mary L. Boone, Gail Doris Morgan, and Deborah Jean Booth. All estates are in good order.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve the settlements of states as presented by the fiduciary?
So maybe.
Okay, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, thank you, Mary. Exonerations, county splits and consolidations as presented by Joe Darnell, our assessor. Those here, do we have a motion to approve those as presented?
Yes, I would make a motion that we have 2 county splits, 1 consolidation, 3 exonerations, and 6 impropers, and I would move to approve those as they've been presented by our assessor.
Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Financial approvals, Robin McAuliffe, our county clerk, arts and rec transfers.
There's none.
Budget revisions.
We have 3 budget revisions. The first one is to increase communications center maintenance and repair equipment by $2,851, and that reflects total amount of a check from GovDeals that was deposited into the 911 fund. Second one is to increase law enforcement overtime by $2,280, and that was a overtime reimbursement from Green River County Board of Education. The last one is to increase jail fringe benefits by $902, and that was a working forfeiture, a check from the sheriff for working forfeiture account.
Okay. Do we have a motion to approve the budget revisions? Dennis?
What fund is this?
That's in general, but if it was deposited in the 911 fund, is he writing a check back to there? I'm kind of.
Okay, so,
Sorry.
well, just a question. So the GovDeals check was deposited into 712 or to Fund 7? Deposited into Fund 7.
Mhm. So it didn't go into general until the other.
So it,
Can't do a budget revision. Well, I guess
You
you want
have
to
to
do a
write a
budget
check.
revision from 911
I'll
from Fund 7.
You'd have to write it.
I'll revise it. I thought what I put on there was what he told me it went into. I'll have to check with him.
Let's see if it went into the 911 fund, you'd have to write a check out of the 911 fund, general,
General.
to do the budget
Right.
revision. Otherwise, if it's in the 911 fund, you don't do a budget revision.
Right.
If it's in the 911 fund.
So you want to hold off on this one? Okay. Okay,
I'll
so,
make a motion to approve the second two budget revisions for $2,280, $902. And hold the $2,851 revision until further clarification
Still has Ted where he deposited at.
from Dawn.
Okay.
Is that correct?
well, I would just do the approval.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Of the
make a
two.
motion to approve the $2,280 and the $902 budget revisions.
Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Line item transfers.
Just got one question. So when he goes and asks Ted if he put that in general, we're not approving that budget revision,
Not till next meeting.
not till next meeting, or we're gonna approve this on pending on clarification from county.
That's in whatever your preference is.
It's up to you. Okay,
We've got.
I just wanted to make sure, get that clear
Okay.
when doing it. Pull it.
Yeah, just follow up for now.
Okay. Line item transfers.
None.
Okay. Okay, up here we have our bills and for the last couple of weeks. And all three commissioners have looked at those and signed off on them. So do we have a motion to pay the bills as presented?
So move.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, under new business. Award bid for website development and .gov domain migration. And Commissioner Holiday's been working with that, so I'll turn that over to him.
Yeah, so we received 4 bids. The bids were from TSG, which is Smart Biz, GHD, Civic Plus, and Egghead companies. We have thoroughly went over all of them along with a consultant, Glenn Angst.
Mhm.
And so we have went through all of them as far as their upfront cost, yearly cost, what they all include. I will say that a couple of the bids had redlined a lot of our requirements in our addendum to contractors, addendum
Counted.
Yeah,
Mhm.
addendum contracts. So at this time, I feel that it is best that we go with the bid and make a motion that we go with the bid from Smart Biz TSG in the amount of $14,500.
And that was the low bid, correct?
That was actually the low bid, and it
Okay.
is actually the low bid per year for servicing.
Okay.
Which if you want to include in the minutes was their startup bid is, their startup cost is $14,500 and $3,600 a year.
Okay. Any questions or discussion?
Just to further, on that, this will make our website ADA compliant. We are moving it to a .gov domain, so it is going to be secure. All departments will be on our website. Any forms that departments have that can be fillable, we will have that on the website. It'll make it easier for all of our departments. They have integrated texting service. So if we have a closure of the courthouse or issues in the county that's not related to Homeland Security or emergency management, if it just has to deal with courthouse, we can send a text out from our website. I think it's just gonna bring us into the current century, and so to speak.
Yeah.
Streamline our county processes.
Okay. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, award the 24-25 2025 single audit contract.
That's the one that Robin and Ted and I have worked on. We've received 3 estimates. Pfizer and Associates for 27,200, BHM CPA Group for 28,750, and David Howe for $25,095. We did the,
Could you go over those again?
I was gonna say, if you want the sheet there, we did the score sheet, and based upon the score sheet, the way that the auditor requires, BHM was the high number on that, which would be, it's actually the highest bid, but 28,000. I think it was 28,750 for it. So we have the request to go ahead and sign the contract, which is due to the auditor by the middle of November. And that would be for that, 28,750, and then we paid 2,300 to the auditor's office for their part of the service, the processing. So that's the contract, which is our normal yearly. So if you agree.
So
it would
we're
be
going with-
BHM.
Going with the high bidder.
Well, we have to do based upon the
Score sheets from the auditor's
from the
office.
auditor's office. So I look at the score sheets. I don't even look at the amount.
See
Really.
the maximum numbers for Pfizer and Associates, 69 out of 103. BHM CPA 81 out of 103, and David Howell maximum, or excuse me, 73 out of 103. So from the audit proposal score sheet summary, BHM CPA has the highest rating total points, and so that would be the a firm that we would have to go with following the state auditor's requirements, even though their contract amount is the highest, which is 28,750. And I would make that motion that we go with the BHM CPA Group in the amount of $28,750 for our audit for the 24, 25 year.
Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Sure, I get the right. Okay, consideration of draw request number 14 for Greenbrier County Gig Ready project. And Amanda's with us, I think, today to present that.
Good morning. So we'll have draw request number 14 for the Greenbrier Gig Ready Broadband Project. This is going to have one invoice included on it to Thompson and Litton, the project engineer, in the amount of $11,100. That's the total amount. So the 25% matching funds that it comes out of the TIF funds from the commission is $2,775. The 75% project funds will be $8,325 for a total of $11,100.
We're just doing the 25%.
We're doing it, yeah, do the 25%. Any questions for Amanda? Do we have a motion to approve?
Has the state caught up with what they owe us?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, there's still, is it 4, 5, and 6, Amanda, that are still outstanding?
Yes,
From
so
the
they still
state?
have about three draw requests that are outstanding. We've answered the remediation requests, so they have everything that they have requested and it's under review. So those payments should be processed promptly, but we haven't gotten any response back from those remediations once they were resubmitted.
They sent it to them, but we're waiting on the federal government.
Right.
I'll make a motion to approve, draw request number 14 in the amount of,
2,000.
$2,775.
Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Okay, unanimous. Okay, number 4. Consideration for approval of resolution supporting Operation Greenlight honoring veterans.
We want to say that we're removing number 5 today.
We're doing number 4 at the moment.
Oh, I apologize. I've already marked it off. That's why. I'm like, where are we?
Okay, so, like I said, consideration of approval of resolution supporting Operation Greenlight honoring the veterans. And, we've got that here. See if I can get through it without coughing or choking or anything. Supporting Operation Greenlight for veterans, whereas the residents of the Greenbrier County have respect, admiration, and utmost gratitude for all the men and women who have selflessly served our country and this community in the armed forces. And whereas the contributions and sacrifices of those who served in the armed forces have been vital in maintaining freedoms and way of life by our citizens. And whereas Greenbrier County seeks to honor individuals who have made countless sacrifices for freedom by placing themselves in harm's way for the good of all. And whereas veterans continue to serve our community in the American Legion, Veterans of Foreign Affairs, religious groups, civil service, and by functioning as Greenbrier Veterans Service Officers in 29 states to help fellow former service members assess more than 52 billion in federal health, disability, and compensation benefits each year. And whereas approximately 200,000 service members transition to civilian communities annually, and whereas an estimated 20% increase in service members will transition to civilian life in the near future, and whereas studies indicate that 44 to 72% of service members experience high levels of stress during transition from military to civilian life, and whereas active military service members transitioning from military service are at a high risk for suicide during their first year after military service, and whereas the National Association of Counties encourages all counties, parishes, and boroughs to recognize Operation Greenlight for veterans, and whereas the Greenbrier County appreciates the sacrifices of the United States military personnel and believes specific recognition should be granted, therefore it be resolved with designation as a green light for Veterans County. Greenbrier County hereby declares from November 4th, 2025 through Veterans Day, November 11th, 2025, a time to salute and honor the service and sacrifices of our men and women in uniform transitioning from active service. Therefore, be it further resolved that in observance of Operation Greenlight, the Greenbrier County encourages its citizens in patriotic tradition to recognize the importance of honoring all those who made immeasurable sacrifices to preserve freedom by displaying green lights in a window of their place of business or residence from November 4th through the 11th, 2025. And Gordon, would you like to say anything or?
Well, yeah, I guess so. First of all, I'd like to thank the County Commission for recognizing our veterans. It means a lot to us, and thank you all for that. I am the commander of the local post here in Lewisburg, Post 69. We have about 60 souls that are members of our organization. So if you know a veteran who's interested in doing some service work, please send them our way. We post right here in town. The only other thing I would mention, just for the information for the County Commission, because it was important to us, we lost Clayton Tyree this year. And Clayton was 103, and we believe that Clayton was the last World War II veteran in Greenbrier County. He had served on a submarine in the Pacific, so we went to his service earlier this year. But we think our greatest generation has now passed, so keep those folks in your memory if you don't mind. So, but thank you for recognizing.
Okay,
Thank you for your service, and thank you to all of our veterans that are in Greenbrier County and for recognizing them as well. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, do we have a motion to support the resolution?
Yes, I would make a motion that we approve the resolution for Operation Greenlight in honor of our veterans.
Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. And we appreciate you coming today.
Thank you.
And we will have the courthouse
Yeah, we can
and
get a picture.
county sheriff's department over in Rupert will be lit up green.
Yeah.
Yes, you're heading that way.
Well, I've done it before.
Here.
John, as a veteran, would you like to get in the picture with us?
Come on, Don. I'm not, I don't.
Oh, I thought you were military. I thought you were in the Marines. I apologize.
Just wait just a little bit, Tammy.
Still.
There we go.
Gotta make sure we're centered.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Well, the cool thing is you can see yourself on the screen too. All right, I've got a
Good.
couple of them.
Okay.
Surely I've
you.
got the good
Thank
one
you,
out of
Tammy.
that.
Gordon. Thank you, I appreciate it very much. See you later. Hey, man, I'll move this back so you don't. There you go. Richie signs, I can take that with me and I'll get out of here till next week.
You wanna get a copy made? Then give him.
You need a copy of that or?
No, give me a second. I'll run in there and just write you a quick
Oh, I
copy.
mean, I can get it next week.
That's true. You'll see.
Let me do
it
that.
next
I'll
week.
get it next week.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
I'm not that bad. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Gordon.
I'll
Thank
see you
you.
Tuesday.
I'm doing well. We'll see you next week.
Okay, as Commissioner Kinster said a couple minutes ago, we're gonna table item number 5 to a later meeting. Item number 6, consideration of resolution allowing a reallocation of American Rescue Fund plan funds from the Health Department project to other projects to include the Greenbrier County Comprehensive Plan and demolition of dilapidated structures.
You want Britt to mention anything about it, or? We
Well-
need to read this.
I'm going to read the resolution.
You want to read it?
Resolution for the reallocation of the rescue plan funds by the County Commission of Greenbrier County, West Virginia. Whereas on March 11th, 2021, the American Rescue Plan Act, hereinafter ARPA, was signed into law and established. The Coronavirus State Fiscal Recovery Fund and Coronavirus Local Fiscal Recovery Funds, which together make up the Coronavirus State and Local Fiscal Recovery Funds, hereinafter SLFRF. And whereas SLFRF is intended to provide support to state, territorial, local, and tribal governments in responding to the economic and public health impacts of COVID-19 and government's efforts to contain impacts on their communities, residents, and businesses. And whereas the County Commission of Greenbrier County, West Virginia, the county, is the recipient of federal recovery funds through the U.S. Treasury in the state of West Virginia. And whereas statutorily eligible uses of SLFRF funding include supporting the health of communities and helping households, small businesses, impacted industries, nonprofits, and the public sector recover from the economic impacts of the pandemic, the acquisition, construction, reconstruction, rehabilitation, or installation of public facilities and improvements, and to make necessary investments in water, sewer, and broadband infrastructure. And whereas the county finds the public input process and mapping efforts of the Greenbrier County Comprehensive Plan, the Greenbrier County Comprehensive Planning process are necessary for the proper planning for the public facilities and improvements and investments in water, sewer, and broadband infrastructure, and otherwise support the health and recovery of Greenbrier County communities. And whereas the county further finds that the identification and demolition of dilapidated structures in the unincorporated areas of Greenbrier County promotes the foregoing objectives of SLFRF funding. And now therefore be it resolved that the portion of the it should be SLFRF, correct?
Yeah.
SLFRF funds previously allocated to the infrastructure improvements to the Greenbrier County Health Department are hereby reallocated, namely that amount of $22,932.03 is reallocated to expenses attributable to the comprehensive planning updated process. And that may be reallocated to the identification and demolition of dilapidated structures in the unincorporated areas of Greenbrier County.
Okay. Do we have any motion to approve?
I will make this motion. I'll make motion that we approve this $22,932.03 to be for our comprehensive plan and dilapidated and abandoned buildings from the ARPA funds.
Okay. Any discussion or further discussion or questions?
Okay.
Well, I just wanted to say that originally the commission had approved the $2.5 million for our water project from the Sam Black continuation project. And the balance for the health department renovation and addition project. And so since we have come to the conclusion of that health department project, there are funds still available. And hence the availability of the funds to be able to be utilized for these projects. And these funds have to be used by 2026, the end of 2026. So it is, pertinent that we utilize all the funds that have been provided to us. So
I would further add, just a clarification, 22,932,03 would just be for the comp plan
correct at this point in time.
and not the demolition.
Right. We don't have the numbers for the demolition at this time. So we'll bring that forward for another meeting.
Okay. We have a motion, so all those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay. Number 7, first reading of the Greenbrier County Property Nuisance Ordinance. And
We have to do a full reading, or we can make a motion to do it with first reading.
we need to read the what it's for,
The first,
yeah,
The title.
and then the title, and then we can, in that motion, we can have a motion to suspend the reading of the balance. So would someone like to make that motion?
do you want, I would make a motion that we approve the ordinance relating to the abatement of public nuisance for the first read and for the first reading forego the full reading of the ordinance.
And I'd like to point out that if anybody wants to see this in its entirety or read it, it should be on our county website after
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
So,
And this is, this will be, something for consideration, in final consideration in a future meeting, but, definitely something that, will allow the county to address, certain situations across the county that, we have limitations to thus far.
We need to read the title, correct? Okay.
okay,
And
yeah, go ahead and include that in the,
this will be an ordinance to relating to the abatement of public nuisance.
I'll have it also in the commission office, copies of it, and then also make sure the county clerk has a copy too. So
okay.
there'll be places that they can access it if they're not available on website.
And at times, in the past, we've had requests for property cleanup or something that's a public nuisance that we haven't had an ordinance or a mechanism to take care of those. And that's what this is for, is to provide us with those, with a mechanism to take care of those type of nuisances. Okay, all those,
Wait,
we've already voted
Yeah.
for.
no, we need to vote.
Oh, okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. So, okay. All right, now, we have, come down to the, bottom of our number. Business. But there is an announcement on the bottom there. That the, Greenbrier,
Greenbrier County Homeland Security
yeah,
Emergency Management.
Greenbrier County, I couldn't get that figured out.
Mm.
Greenbrier County, Homeland Security, they were putting out an RFP for generator maintenance. And they would, get a hold of either Kelly or for
They're on our
Colin.
website
Yeah,
already.
it's already on the
Mhm.
website. Okay.
Do
Mhm.
November 6th. Do November 7th.
Do November 7th.
November 7th at 4 p.m.
There's one more announcement right there.
There's a-
And we also have, today is National First Responders Day, and we would like to acknowledge and recognize all of our first responders within the county and across the state and country. And, appreciate and thank them for all of their service and work.
Alright.
I
Now,
have an announcement.
You don't.
well, you want to do that
Oh,
before we
okay, I don't
do
care.
You
the,
wanna do it now?
Okay.
well, we can do it now or as soon as we don't want to.
If you do it later, I don't.
Oh, never
people will
mind.
come
I'll do
back
it
to the
later.
Public hearing.
No, well, I just, we have a public hearing this afternoon on the petitions filed by the Greenbrier County Building Code Officer for an order by the Greenbrier County Commission under West Virginia Code Section 7-1-3 KK for the involuntary demolition and removal of certain condemned structures on properties in Greenbrier County. It's a Class 2 publication has been made identifying the properties for which the petitions have been filed and for which the orders of demolition are sought. And we will recess, and then we'll have a motion to recess and reconvene at 1 o'clock. So I'll make the motion that we recess and reconvene at 1 o'clock. All those in favor signify by saying aye. And Miss Commissioner Tincher has an announcement.
It's 10:37.
Oh, well, I just wanted to, make the official announcement that, November the 3rd will be my final day as a county commissioner, and I will be stepping down, from this seat as I have, been given an opportunity to, go to the National Association of Counties and, be able to, work and serve counties across the country. And so just making this official notice that this is my last commission meeting as a commissioner.
We hate losing Commissioner Tincher, but
Yeah.
we she has been one of the few, well, the only commissioner that has, I won't say it now, that has taken the initiative to go through the West Virginia Association of Counties and up through the offices and be very active in the West Virginia Association of Counties. And then on to the National Associations of counties. And she has brought a lot of things to the county through that. We appreciate her efforts and that's where she'll be working. And so she'll be able to
Continue to help our county.
continue to help the county and she'll still do service and project, help us out throughout the,
Absolutely.
through the county. So
Absolutely.
Commissioner Holiday has something for you.
Tammy, we appreciate everything that you have done for us. And so since you loved our logo so much, Lola and
Oh,
I
wow.
got this for you. We wanted to get a little bit smaller, but it would not work out with all the detail in it. So
Thank you. Oh,
we want you to have this and know that the county appreciates everything that you've done for us.
thank you so much.
That's
Thank
something you
you.
can stick on your wall in your office at home and
Absolutely.
keep up with us. Okay, we'll recess now until 1 p.m.
Thank you.
You're welcome.